Hello, in this presentation we will pitch the project of our company about modular living for homeless people. Brussels is a very interesting city, full of life. There are areas dedicated to shopping, to working, culture and restaurants and bars. The city is getting more and more vacant. In the past few years, more than 15 offices at Avenue Louise have been converted into apartments. From the remaining offices, almost a fifth is vacant. This leads to a total of 37,500 square meters of vacancy in that area. A lot of the renters moved to the Pentagon or the Northern District. The buildings on Avenue Louise are experienced as outdated and difficult to reach, but also in the Northern District and the Pentagon, a lot of office spaces are still vacant. The same problem is visible in the shopping industry. Even before the COVID-19 crisis, there was already a lot of vacancy in stores. It has doubled since 2012. Data from research agency Liquidas show that there were 2,570 vacant retail premises at the beginning of 2020. Since the crisis, it will only have increased. This could be due to e-commerce and the aging of the population. Meanwhile, Bafimo is rebuilding the WTC towers in the Northern District. The project called Zin will maintain 70,000 square meters of offices. The other 40,000 square meters will be filled with hotel rooms and apartments. The project will cost approximately 375 million euros. What if Bafimo can't finance the project anymore? What if the demand for hotel rooms and new office spaces stops? At the same time, a lot of users of the city of Brussels don't have their own property. According to accounting in 2018, there are more than 4,000 persons in Brussels who have no home. This has doubled since 2008. This is John. He is a 47-year-old male and has been homeless since 1 year.
I'm John. I became homeless after divorcing my wife. It was a tough time. I wasn't myself anymore and lost my job. I was too proud to ask for help, but I really didn't know what to do. I slept on benches in the park, in stations and in caves of buildings. After living on the streets for more than 3 months, I finally asked for help. Now I'm living in a big homeless shelter. But I still feel homeless, because it is still not my own roof I am sleeping under. I like being in the same environment as other homeless people, because they really understand my situation. But I really miss having a place for myself. I want to be alone sometimes. Just sleep a bit without being talked to.
The last few years, more and more projects in the context of homeless people, like for example Woundbox, pop up. But what if there can be a project that combines the problem of housing of homeless people and the vacancy in the city? What if we can give the unused public spaces to people who can really use it? And retake the city. The project will contain 3 cases. The first will be the WTC buildings. We start from the assumption that the construction will not be carried out due to too small demand. As long as the construction does not start over, the modular buildings will parasite the construction site. We will fit the houses into the remaining shaft. These houses will be indoor spaces, but the shaft itself remains outdoor. The houses will be built with eco-friendly materials. Wood will be used as structure and covering and sheep wool as insulation. Also, the new stairs that we add to the building are made out of wood. As an elevator we use an outdoor one used on construction sites. The houses will be as small as possible so they are efficient to live in without using too much material. So, family houses will have an area of maximum 40 square meters and single homes will be approximately 20 square meters. When the project ends, everything can be reused. The second project is located in the shopping mall City 2. Because of the upcoming e-commerce, more and more stores become vacant. As a result, we can clear almost an entire floor in the building. The project will take place on the lowest floor. On one side of this floor, there is the passageway to the metro. Because of that, we will occupy the other side of the floor, so there won't be too many passengers and everyone can maintain his privacy. The separate shops on this floor will be filled in with the same housing system as we used in the shaft of the WTC. In this way, we create different small villages. In the shops we will raise the floors, so we can adapt a mechanical ventilation system to the separate houses. The open space in the middle of the mall will be more public, so there is a possibility for socializing and communication. We will plant trees and place benches. Because it is on the lowest floor, we will remove the floor of 3 shops next to the entrance to the Rue Neuve above our project. In this way, we can provide natural light for the houses at one side of the floor. The light at the other side will come in through the existing hole in the floor meant for the stairs. Meet Lisa. She is the owner of a store in City 2.
Hello. I have had my own store in City 2 for almost 7 years now. I love having my store here, because it feels like the perfect environment. It is always busy and a place where everyone can come. With the new project, I'm a bit concerned that the homeless people will scare my customers or that they will destroy the interior of the shopping center. And what if they will be begging for money all over the mall? I'm just scared of losing customers.
We understand the concerns of Lisa, but they won't be necessary. Our company will assist the residents of our project very well, and they will get all the help they need to find a job and a permanent living. They will live in our houses for the period that they need to obtain that goal. This project serves as a springboard to the real society. Besides that, we will provide a counter at the beginning of the open space we talked about earlier, and in this way everyone can report his or her concerns. As a third and last case, we parasite a building of the Flemish government. The government wants to get rid of 40 office buildings because of the upcoming telework. The project will take place in the Herman Terlink building. This building is still very new, but suits our project because of its accessibility. It is very open and contains a lot of public functions on the ground floor. On the first floor, the meeting rooms are located, which you can reach by the monumental stairs. The higher floors are filled in with office spaces. We will occupy a separate part on the second floor for our project. Access to the floors is only possible with a key card. This way privacy is always guaranteed for everyone. The houses will follow the grid of the existing columns. For ventilation we can use a natural system. During summer the big windows can be totally opened, and in this way we create an indoor-outdoor space. During winter, the windows can still be open, but if that doesn't provide enough fresh air, we can still count on the mechanical ventilation of the building itself. With these projects we will combine the lack of space with the oversupply of it. And the city will be retaken.